The Japan-Thailand Dinosaur Project is an ongoing collaborative research effort between paleontologists in those two countries, Japan and Thailand, and the effort intends to map out and deepen their understanding of dinosaur life along the western rim of the Pacific Ocean. This effort has led to the establishment of several long-term relationships between museums and universities in Japan and Thailand, and together, they've made numerous discoveries. Recently, paleontologists at the, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, paleontologists at the Fukui Prefectural University in Japan and the Nakhon Ratchasima Rajabhat University in Thailand have made one such discovery in the Kok Kruat Formation in Korat, Thailand. The results have been published in the journal PLOS 1. The newly uncovered dinosaur fossils belong to an 8-meter-long predator species that lived around 115 million years ago, and the researchers have named it Siamraptor suwati. It's been reported that the fossils of 4 individuals have been found, including parts of the skull, vertebra, pelvis, arms, legs, and perhaps most badass, their teeth. The carnivorous dinosaur species was a member of the allosauride theropods, which means that it was a biped, with a long tail and a large, powerful mouth, meant for biting and tearing the flesh off its prey. It had the iconic body shape of a Tyrannosaurus rex, and other titanic theropod predators, although the S. suwati is a fair degree smaller, shorter, and with proportionately longer arms than the T-Rex. Physiological reconstruction would suggest that the S. suwati was an older, basal divergence of the Carcharodontosaurs. Now, the vast bulk of these Carcharodontosaurs have been found in Africa and Europe, littering the fossil record of the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods about 94 to 98 million years ago. Some of these later species were also much larger, growing up to about 15 meters long. The newly discovered S. suwati is really interesting because it hails from the early Cretaceous, and it was found in Southeast Asia. This suggests that an early branch of this group had migrated away from the rest of its cousins relatively early in the lineage's evolutionary history, putting them on 3 continents by the early Cretaceous. Also, because the S. suwati is almost half the size of its later cousins, this would suggest that the lineage was growing larger in response to their environment. They were apex predators, who evolved to be larger so as to tackle their larger prey, who in turn evolved to become larger so as to avoid being eaten by these predators. It was an evolutionary arms race seen time and time again in the dinosaur world, ultimately creating the massive herbivores and the massive carnivores that are so iconic of the dinosaur era. Now, the name Carcharodontosaur contains root words meaning shark-toothed, which is a clear reference to the structure of the dinosaur's teeth. Soki Hattori is a paleontologist at the Fukui Prefectural University in Japan, and he said, quote, "The teeth of Carcharodontosaurs, including Carcharodontosaurus, exhibit characteristic undulations of the surface along the margin of the thin, blade-like shark tooth. This feature is also observed in Siamraptor's teeth." Unquote. What this means is that, from the fossils, we can tell that these teeth were shark-like in structure, but it's a little harder to determine if they were grown and replaced as fast as shark teeth, which are often yanked out during encounters with prey and left embedded in the prey animal's flesh. The same could very well be true for these dinosaurs. But in any case, Dr. Hattori said that this was an important discovery that put, quote, "new light on the early evolutionary history of this group," unquote.